we salute him again and again. Oh, peace, peace, peace. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, not the Bhagavad Gita, but it's Bhagavatam, written by Vyasudeva, monument of Vyasa. We are reading the portion where Yudhishthira is asking for the duties of life. And the sage Narada was just describing what is the duties of every phase of life. So we have done that with the 4 phases of student life, married life, retired life, and monastic life. So lastly we heard about the life of a person who is literally free from all entanglements. He lives like a python. He does not make any effort for his own gain or loss, make effort for even earning money. Whatever God brings, he depends on that and lives in peace, mental peace. Now, after finishing that question, here we are starting in the 14th chapter and book number 7. And here the life ideal of a householder life. So now King Yudhishthira, he said, "O divine sage, you are Narada, you are talking about the goals of life, but you know how much you talking about, but how can we, people in the world, live like in a householder life? What is our duty? How can I live that life?" So Yudhishthira said, "O divine sage Narada, how can a person like me, who is engrossed as I am with the duties, affairs of household life, attain to the state of beautiful state easily? I also want to be like that Paramahamsa, like a python who live undisturbed by anything, live to himself with God. Like python is not thinking of God, but like that type of life, which is totally tension-free, anxieties, no tension, no anxiety, no other expectation or anything. Yeah, let the life go on. I am in my bliss. That means we have attained peace. How can I live? How can I attain that, being in these hectic duties of life? Narada said, a householder should perform. So what is the duty of a householder? He should perform all the duties pertaining to his state as an offering to Vasudeva and attain on spiritually illumined personages. 2 things you have to do. So whatever we are doing, from morning till night, I am serving God, God in my wife, God in my children, God in my friend, God in my relative. So always should perform all the duties, not escaping from life's duties. Fundamental point. And thinking that whatever I am doing, it is just offering to God. It is service to God, God in all being. And how to live? By serving holy people. Because holy people, they think of thought of holiness. Do your duties and try to imbibe their life, be friendly with them, and their qualities will come into you. It's called a person is known by the companion he have. We had our proverb. So that because their mind is pure, and if you feel inclined to go and meet and mix and be with them, their influence, their impact, their way of thinking, their way of living, their way of surrender, their way of remembering God internally. So all these noble characters will come spontaneously. Those Ramakrishna said, Sadhu Sangha. In the Gospel of Ramakrishna, he mentioned holy company, Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha does not mean going to any holy in a man of external show of renunciation only. But he has in really he is established in some inner peace and joy to go to that type of person. So that's why it says that uh, attain spiritually illumined. That's why it clearly says spiritually illumined person. Go to that type of people who are really got some inner experience, inner peace, inner contentment. They are not running for money, wealth, and lust, greed, all these other infatuations of life. After attaining to his duties in this world, a householder should do whatever duty he is assigned in his life. So after performing those, attending to those duties in this world, he should spend the rest of his time in the company of men who have attained peace and engage himself in hearing the excellences of the divine incarnation with full faith in the teachings. So he should go to a holy man, and what he will do? He will follow their life's principle and try to learn from them the stories of God, their experiences, and also about God, Lord, they are in the theoretical and practical aspect. Theoretical aspect is God, philosophy. And practical aspect, God becomes avatar, incarnation, Christ, Buddhas, Ramas, Krishnas. So you go and listen and question about God's incarnations. That means how God, Lord, came down and how they lived, what is their message. So we do that here in Ramakrishna. We talk about Krishna, we talk about Christ. That, and that, so try to attend to that, not going and talking to a holy man about mundane worldly talks. You can go to a holy man and talk all the times about what is the stock market and what is this and that. That also you can spend. But that is not a holy man. You should not go to that. The whole world is there. You can do it much better. But here is the question you should have to understand that going to a holy man, asking about spiritual questions, asking about how the avatar Lord God, divine play they did, how they are born, how their childhood went on in spiritual ecstasy, how they lived a life, and how, like Krishna, Krishna is born, how he was born in difficulties, but he is always cheerful, how he did his divine sports and killed the demons and others and all the obstacles and removed the troubles of other people, how he is always calm and peace and serene. Thinking all this and questioning about this, our mind gets peaceful. Just as one abandon all thoughts and objects seen in dream, one should gradually learn to detach oneself from the body, wife, children, etc., all of which are bound to slip away in course of time. So then the householder person who is there, he should have to learn to detach in life because we love our body, but one day whatever how much we love, we'll have to give it up. We love our wife, husband, children, mom, dad, brother, sister. You'll have to get, or one day they will slip away. And naturally, there is no one has seen that anyone is can hold on their friends, relatives in life because that is the way of life. So rather you learn how while you are in the household life, how we can detach. Yes, serve them, God is in them, but serve with detachment. Service with detachment. That is very difficult. We know whom we serve, we should get attached automatically. Our expectation starts. We think that I am, mm, I should be in. Uh, so detachment is important because attachment brings all suffering. Therefore, the detachment is necessary. So the practice of detachment, as regards in Bhagavad Gita, also the same message. That putraro grihadisu, or the detachment on anasakti, no asakti, no attachment. No attachment to the house, to the house means wealth, prosperity, wealth, material objects, because they will one day go away. Better to think it is Lord's property. I am the custodian. You enjoy everything, but think that it is not yours. If you have the mind mentally prepared that it is not for you, it is not yours, then you will not suffer. Because you know it is your thing, it's not mine. You have given me, you have taken away. Less suffering, less anxieties, worries to preserve and maintain them. So, just as one abundance, all thoughts and objects seen in the dream. We have seen many things, many thoughts that came in our dream. It came and go away. Similarly, one should gradually learn. It does not come in one day. One should gradually learn to detach oneself from the body and all things connected with our body. First I, and then my. So I, my home. I, my bank balance. I, my car. I, my this. All this association then becomes identification with children, etc. All of which are bound to slip away from in our life in time. Something will go earlier, something go less, no? And at the point of death, forceful. There is no option. When someone when the death approaches to someone, when he die, I cannot say, "Hey, wait, let me take 10 pounds from here in my pocket. There is no pocket to take, and no, my bank balance will remain in the bank, or to your relatives, or to, if not, then to state. So everything, the house I created with so much labor, earn hard, earn money. So, but it will remain. This body itself will remain here. So this they think in this way. It is happening. So let me try to detach and live in the world. It is not mine. It is God's. God. God's house, God's building, God's home, God's relationship. Is God is in my father. God is in my friend. All this. Though satisfied with what is required for bare maintenance of physical life, you should have. Otherwise, you too survive, no? But you have to keep your own money, wealth, home, house, a little bit. But bare maintenance. But people go on. Why bare maintenance? How much you need? People have a small building, a small house. I want a big house. Good. What is the net result? I want a good house, big house, big mortgage, big payment, big payment, big job. Big job, one job does not work. Two jobs, morning, evening, this and that and that. End result, I have no time. I cannot sleep. Anxieties, this, that. How much you need? We need. We need food. How much we need food? We need a bed. How big bed you need? Shall you need a bed of this entire temple size? Because you need a bed. But you need to go up 8 feet by some, maybe 7, 8 feet by the queen bed or just how much you need. But you need only that much. So if we analyze, we can actually we work hard to as he keep a big home, maintenance, cleaning lady should have to come, or you have to exhaust your energy for cleaning that, furniture, bringing furniture, selling furniture, doing this and doing that. Continuous life struggle and energy goes away in this way. So here, those satisfied with what is required for mere maintenance of physical life, and though endowed with renunciation, a learned householder should make all manly effort externally, like one attached to the world. But you should also live how to live in the world. Very practical. Internally, nothing belongs to me. How much I need? Okay, if I need, then I can squeeze down my needs and I can employ some time of my life for higher thinking, for purposeful living, for meditation, for prayer, for study, for query, inquiry. And I have some time for myself. I can sleep little more. Physical rest, mental rest. So that is the point. So it should be a learned householder should also live in the world in a manly effort. Externally, like one attached to the world. Other people should not see that you are too detached from the world, and too detached means people can take advantage of you. Don't allow that. Be intelligent. To live in the world where people may cheat you, may possess your money, property, this, that, or in job, undue advantage on you. Huh? But you look that as if you are like them, tit for tat. If you come to harm, I will also do something. But internally, I don't do that. But to protect myself against hiss, but don't bite. Ramakrishna gave the example that you can hiss. If someone tries to come to trouble you, hey. And then if you want to don't like and he's doing too much, I'll call police. Okay. You need to do, I'm not doing anything, but at least deter their bad impact on your life and to leave you peacefully. So outside, as if you are ordinary attached life, but internally, that's the householder life. Monastic life should be internally and externally both. So it matters little, nothing belongs to me, I'm here. So you can take higher values. Externally also, people also know, oh, he's a monk. Because of this cloth, they think, oh, he is a monk. And that, at least there is some sort of little protection. But in the household life, when you are really honest and sincere, and you are too simple, and you are very vulnerable to anyone, so that is, don't do that because people will take advantage, and be careful. So it's externally, you say, I did job, I need my raise, I work hard. So I did this research, I did that. So naturally, we'll have to be in the outside world in a way other people are behaving, but internally, everything belongs to God. And I am only a doer. Let me an instrument. My duties, let me do my duty. Entire Gita's teaching is given in these few verses, nutshell. Do your duties, don't expect anything, give it to God. Whatever comes, you need live to live some way, but how much you need. Calculate. See how minimum how you can minimize your needs to extract some time which purposefully can be utilized. Otherwise, people don't look at that. Those have to have big jobs. It's good. Personality is developing, and yes, they are attending certain good monetary position, social position, becoming CEO, responsibility for CEO. So how much sleepless night one will have to send any problem comes, no? So have that, but don't exhaust your energy only on that, because all will be needed in life's duty, but not more than that. But inner peace, inner tranquility, inner joy, that is more important. One should give assent to the advice and suggestions of parents, sons, brothers, friends, and relatives without any personal attachment for the matters concerned. Always conflict comes. I say one thing and you say another thing, and my saying will be the last say. Is a householder, good householder life, you will see, take everyone's opinion, solving a problem. And then what is the best? Take that path. So it is not fascinated with my thinking only, the highway. And that should not be the way of a householder. Live a householder life peacefully and to develop spirituality. These are the few verses. And what will be the other attitudes towards wealth and other things? This come. Seventh verse on page 280. One should consider all the wealth one gets to be the gift of the Lord God. Be it grains produced by cultivation with the help of rains that come from the skies, or be it God as a treasure trove from the earth, or be it what chance has brought. So one should consider in household life, in every life, particularly is talking about household life, one should consider the wealth one gets, money, wealth, prosperity, their gift from God. Thank God. It is your gift. So, and it may be in early days people used to have agricultural activity more, agricultural land, and particularly India was full of agriculture, and that country was not your before industrial revolution and its impact. It was all born in agricultural life, was growing fruits and grains and paddies, and this is, most of the whole world was like that. So if the grains produced, thank God. But you have taken the help of rain, God has given, like that. How the honest, simple faith. Or be it treasure trove you dug under the ground and got a ornament, or some gold, you got some gold and ornament. Now, in this country, say we got oil, you dig underground your home, you have 10 acres of land, and you get oil. No? So your treasure trove. Suddenly you got it. It was not yours, but you got it. Or be what is chance brings, or whatever you are doing, and in life brings certain good things. Some wealth comes that way. And suddenly your investment brought a good result. It happens. In old investments, some people are getting good returns. So anyway it comes. But one devotee should, or householder should think that these are all gifts given by God. And people don't think that way. People think, oh, I earned it. I got it from my parents. It's my ancestral home. My ancestral from my, never thinking it is a gift coming from God through some media. Through the rain, you get a good crop, or you get suddenly some help from somewhere, or sudden you get a lottery, you become millionaire, okay? Or you got a big amount of oil under your uh, plot of land, you got it somewhere, it was lying barren like that, but suddenly explode and found some um, earthly treasure. But all are coming from as a gift of God. Enjoying wealth with this attitude of mind, one should discharge all his duties. So, if this is the attitude inside, then you do your duties, whatever comes in your life, and serve everyone, do everyone, think that it is I am only doing the duties, but it belongs to Lord, Lord's gift. An embodied being is entitled to possess what he is required as food to fill his stomach. One who claims more than that is a thief and deserves punishment. This is a beautiful verse of Bhagavatam. It is said, because you get a good supply from some other source, then you can be the only enjoyer of this entire property or entire food. It is said that this very verse is oft quoted, Javad Vriyate Jataram, as much you maintain your stomach full, Tavat Sattam Hideya, that much is good for you. And Udikam Jovimannate, you don't need, but you have more unnecessarily. Then so steno, then you are a thief, you are stealing from the need of others. This should go to others. Your need is fulfilled. It should go to the animals, dogs, cats, dogs, human being, underprivileged people. You have one person has 100 sets of shirts. No, it is a cultural background. I went to different house. One person died. We found that he has about more than 100 pairs of shoes. 100 pairs of shoes. They have ordered. Never the order was not opened even. Hanging shirts. About 200 sets of hanging shirts. Acha, how do you use 200 pair of shoes, shirts? How much? I am tired with 2, 3 sets. To take care of this is again you wash, again you clean, again. Yeah, rotate that. But so many sets of things is a burden. Who will take care? And actually, that house, some of our devotee was given the trust, the trustee. Oh my God, he was so overwhelmed with the work every time going and whom to give away, how to give away, again to wash and clean and make it orderly to donate to someone. What is the need? What for? That you have stolen. It is just, you think your money you are spending. Your money is not for that. Your money, how much you need, minimum, ideal householder should use, and rest will be for the good cause. Not that you have to exhaust your bank balance, that's not the point. But it is to be understood, it is for the service of others. As you need, you think of others who needs. If you don't do, you are thief. He was, no, it is my bank balance. No, your bank balance is not. There's the Eastern idea of detachment and service idea, a grand idea. I am a rich man. I have so much money. Yeah, okay, it is not your money. You got it. You inherited maybe from your parents or something. You didn't do anything. Another person is born, he is not getting food. So it is your responsibility. So it is called, it's a very strong word. Normally, this Sanskrit is very soft language. It does not use very harsh words. But here it says, steno dandamahati. You are subject to punishment. As you steal something and the police catches them, then it danda means punishment. They put into the jail for such punishment or something. So you should be punished like that because you are over your needs, you are just hoarding things, and at the cost you are not thinking of others who need. That means because God is there also. You are enjoying yourself. They have the right to, because they are born in certain condition. So you should not take advantage of that. So this is the great philosophy of living in the household. An embodied being is entitled to possess what is required as food to fill his stomach. Okay, that much is good. It is too austere though. But we modern world will say, yes, you eat and you have your supply for the needs, whatever you need. Keep that much. And over and above that, what is excess? Try to think of others. Try to give it to others. That's the society runs like that. In India, the millions of sadhus, holy people, even today, millions of sadhus are there. Who is maintaining them? Like the birds in the sky in Los Angeles. Say, how many birds are there? Who is feeding them? Yeah, am I going to feed them? But are not they fed by nature? Similarly, it is equal property for all to share. You cannot say, I planted this tree and no squirrel will come to eat the fruits. It is their property also. The birds, they will come and take your small fruits here and there. That's a part of them. You have to share with them. So, not for you, not for you, not for you, but for others also. So, food to fill his stomach, one who claims more than that is a thief and deserves punishment. So, I was talking about the whole India with so many millions of monks wandering, so many millions of plates of food is necessary every day for lunch, breakfast, supper. We do all these things here. Who is giving breakfast to them? These householder people. They go and stand before your home, and the householder people will give something, some whatever they have, they supply. And they also don't need so much. That's why they beg from door to door and they go for 4 or 5 houses so that it does not become a burden for one family member to feed their one wandering monk or something. But 5 people share 5. One person food is tummy is full, and they don't want to ghost. No? So this is the way they suffer every day, 365 days. The sadhu, entire sadhu community is being supported. So many poor people, no, live on that. So this attitude should be there if you are being ideal householder. Deer, camels, monkeys, rats, serpents, birds, flies, etc., must be looked upon as one's own children. If you see your own children, he is hungry, you need to feed him. This thing that the nature, all this nature, there are many people who, before breakfast, they go and feed the birds, in nature's animals, they try to give whatever they can. Go to some fish pond, they go and some throw some bread or something like that for them. They for fun. Okay, they come, how they swallow. That's a different thing. But at least they think of others to feed. That is a ideal condition of a householder life. As if your children, giving the sense that not out of mercy or anything, you feel your children, you feel natural responsibility. So you feel the natural responsibility. What difference is there between those creatures and one's own family, children? A householder should not make undue efforts to secure the 3 worldly values: dharma, artha, and kama, merit, wealth, and pleasure. They should not, the householder should not make undue effort to secure the 3 worldly values. We have 4 values of life: in Hinduism. What are these? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma is righteous living, Artha, wealth, earning wealth, and Kama, fulfillment of desires. These three should not be the only goal of a householder. Fourth goal should be added to it. Also, that makes a complete personality. Honoring the regulations of time and place, one should be satisfied with what one's previous karma brings. So, fourth goal is to always be remembered. And in life's journey, there will be suffering, there will be pain, there will be gain, there will be loss. So, how to handle that? One should be satisfied with what one previous karma brings. That means he will think that I am trying my best, but I'm still I could not get a good job, or still I could not find a better solution of my problems. Okay, take it peacefully. Do your attempt, but make it peacefully, thinking that that's the will of God or that's my karma. Karma theory is a good resource to give this idea that whatever happens, it is happening because of my karma, coming back to me because I did something. I don't remember it now. Now I'm a good guy, but I sometimes did something wrong. So that karma is coming back. Karma theory is another way people can, householders should think. Therefore, I should do such karma that will bring good results. Bad karma will bring, I might put my finger into the fire, finger will burn, and if I put into the ice, it will be feeling cold. So it's my karma giving the effect of heat and cold. So whatever coming in my life, it is my karma. I have been put those seeds, and that's now fructified in my effect in my life. So think in that. What does it make? It makes you little free. You makes you little powerful. Okay, I need not have to cry. I have done something. I forgot what I did in this life. How many good things, bad things we did. Even the good people, unconsciously, unconsciously, the join people in India or in here also you'll find they don't want to hurt one little insect also. But can they do that when they walk? So many microbes, minor insects are there. You are breathing in how many bacteria you are killing. Do you know how many bacteria are being killed? How many? So don't take the responsibility of the whole world, but try not to hurt anyone. That is, and this everything we do consciously or unconsciously, two things are there. Consciously I do, I suffer for that. Unconsciously I do, I suffer. Is it not? Unconsciously I do not know. I took some uh, very poisonous something. Its impact will come in the body. You can say, I take it unconsciously. That's why I do not know. It should not. I should not be affected. It will not work in the world of our active world in which we live. No, you did something consciously or unconsciously. The consequence will come. So therefore, take the responsibility. Karma theory says, take now. Did do something now. Karma theory is not for taking one to frustration and helplessness. But karma theory is a powerful theory which gives direction. Yes, you are here because of your karma, you can change your karma. It is you to take a resolution, good resolution. So, for the sake of mm, so all the objects of enjoyment one possesses now. Now, all the objects of enjoyment one possesses should be divided among animals, dogs, vagabonds. Vagabonds means homeless people, and outcasts, low caste people who have no resources. So your money should go to the animal world, to the human world, helpless people and others. One should not have a sense of possession, even with regard to one's wedded wife, who is generally guarded very jealously by men. People, it's an old story. They protect your family. You don't care for others. No, there comes your family becomes first, and others become secondary. No, you should treat everyone as your family. That's why there is a beautiful verse: "Vasudha eva kutumbakam." The whole earth is your own family. Try to think your whole family world. You are not you only your blood related family, but your world, whole world is your family. So you should feel for that equally. For the sake of woman or man, whatever opposite, it is found that does not hesitate to put an end to the life of his father or teacher or even himself, no? For um, purpose, and such selfish purpose, people don't take care of their parents or take care of their brothers or sisters, but they take care for their own personal agenda. If one is able to overcome the senses of possession in regard to harm is his wife or husband, one would have conquered even the invincible Lord himself. So if one be able to overcome the senses of possession, our problem is our sense of possession. Problem is not money. Problem is not wife. Problem is not husband. All the trouble go through this possession. I possess. I say you follow. I what I dictate you follow. So it's a possessiveness. Freedom in the love relationship, love is freedom. But our love is always squeezing. I love you means you follow me, what I say. If you don't follow, then I don't love you. That means our possessiveness, when satisfied, I can do everything for you. So long, how long you can do? So long my intent is being satisfied.
But this possessiveness comes from feeling of insecurity.
That's true.
So how people can conquer the feeling of insecurity?
Insecurity, what is insecurity? God is my security. But why we are talking in a different level. When they love, when we love means, in the common parlance, love means I love you. I love so long you listen to me.
No, because in social structure, what happens? Why this a husband-wife relationship? Husband gives security to wife. So if husband goes away, wife feels socially and economically insecure. So that there comes the sense of possessiveness. So
Yeah,
then he wants to possess that if
yeah,
she is going away.
no, it is the question that here we are talking of little more sensible people, not very said that to the that grade of people who will abandon. Why he is leaving? Here is another relationship. What is the problem? That means selfishness is the question. Everywhere, no one wants to share equally. Uh, who is perfect here? Husband is perfect or wife is perfect? Those are all questions. I'm not going to that detail. But the point is that possessiveness, no one likes that we control. As I want to possess, the other person needs to have the same feeling. He or she has the same equal right to feel the same way. That where will be the peace then? I want this, you also want this, and he also wants this. So it's a conflict and fight. It is a question of insecurity. Insecurity should not come. That before that it should be resolved. There should be that love should be dominant there. Unselfishness should be dominant there. That insecurity question will not come. And the possessiveness should not be And possessiveness is suffering. You want to possess something, but that does not remain with your possession. As you possess, modern society, look at that. The young boys and girls are growing. Mom and dad wants to say, do this. Too much, do this, do this. Why did you do that? Don't do that. Too much. Then as soon as they go to high school, bus, they go out of position. And they don't call their mom and dad. So it becomes freedom, possessiveness, but that could have been stopped much earlier. Love with dignity, love with freedom, teaching them, and they should learn to respect each other. Possessiveness is, though it is as you suggested, yes, insecurity is a big issue. Why try to people possess so that it does not go away? That's because of utter their insecurity in life and not to how to live in the life because they have no earning money. In the early days, our Indian culture, all the women, they are in the indoor, in the doing all the work in the household. They don't go to earn money and things, so they are insecure. But they didn't. It is not much story is heard that the women of India are beating their husband. But more opposite way it goes. The husband is taking advantage of the wife because of their insecurity. So they are taking more advantage. Babu will be coming from out to office. What? 10 o'clock he went to the office and the wife will have to prepare a full meal and ready. Babu will come and sit. Everything is ready and eaten. Babu has eaten. Plate will remain for that and he will go for work. And then come, Babu will come immediately. Tea is necessary. Snacks are necessary. Babu's table will be done. Babu has come whole day work and then again supper in time, little still ready, and thinking you don't do anything. I go whole day outside. Are who does all the whole day from morning till night, the household and every beat of work? Who did that? So that is no work because you earn money outside. Then you are the only working person. Understand my point? In Indian society, it was early days, people used to think, if you go to ask the women of the house or mother, what do you do? I don't do anything. And you don't do anything? Well, what is it? No, I do only household things. I do only household things is nothing. And only going to job and getting some $100 or $500. That is the only work. This is not work. You cannot survive a moment without the service of this household. The mother who is serving, the wife who are working for the good of the children and maintaining their children. So that is a possessiveness. I am higher. I am man. I can control. This controlling thing is the point. Possessiveness means controlling. Love should be there. I think that. Anyhow, these sensible people should not possess like that anything. They would give you equal respect, equal honor to. If one is able to overcome the senses of possession in regard to wife, husband, or as a woman as is my position, or man as my position, one would have conquered even the invincible. Oh, how worthless is this body, which is reducible to dirt and ashes, or into food for worms. See, we are proud of our body, no? I am this and that. But when it dies, what will happen? 1.5 pound of ashes. And, this body is a worthless body, reducible to dirt and dust, ashes, into food for worms. Worms will eat this body, no? Whether you put it in the waters, the fish will eat away the body, or you put under the ground, there all the insects will come and they will eat away the body. How absurd is the idea of a wife for giving enjoyment to this worthless thing of body. That's why Indian spiritual texts are always renunciation and too much strong for the world of enjoyment. Anything comes in enjoyment, people say, hey, it is bad because it does not give you real joy. It is only momentary joy. Why do you go for that? That type of feeling. Worthless body. And by the side of this, how overpowering is the grandeur of the Atman, which can cover up by its brilliance even the all pervading sky, like infinite sky. You come to Atman, try to see God everywhere, serve God everywhere, as they have started this discussion. Not possessing, not controlling, and see the touch of that, how much infinite joy he can possess. So if, without that, how worthless is this by one side, and by the side of these, how overpowering is the grandeur of the Atman. When you think that my Atman, that's the marriage, that's the household life. Wife and husband in Indian philosophy, they say that Atman which is in me, the same Atman is in you. There is a connection, union with the Atman with the Atman. To, to do the research in life, to find the real attraction for each other is God. To find God, that's the end of life. And reaching that God consciousness, the world becomes full of joy, full of peace, full of attainment. So, what a grandeur of Atman which can overcome by its brilliance, even the all pervading, like a infinite sky, your joy expands in all directions. Okay, so these are the few we have read. Next day we'll read further. In those days, people used to do, we have responsibility for Pancha Maha Jagna, five sacrifices. Every human personality is responsible to do some five jagnas. They were in, we are here because of the gods and goddesses and their blessed blessings. Pitririn, our forefathers are there behind me. That's why I am here. I should do something for them, something for the rishis, the sages and saints who have written this text to awaken our understanding, so that we should be grateful to them. And the animal world around, who sustains the nature, for whom we are here, we should support them. Pancha is the five. Jagnas means the sacrificial activity. We have to sacrifice our time, our energy, our love, our respect in five areas for the gods and goddesses. Devaran, Pitrin for the ancestors, to be respectful for them, to pray for their grace and blessings so that our life becomes smooth. That is the Devarin, Rishi, the sages who Upanishads and all the screen experiences of the sages give us the wisdom that Atman, that is the goal, and we are all running towards that goal. We should find quickly that touch of that divine. So this is the Rishirin, Atman, Devarin, and Pitririn, and then Nri, other human society, just is read for the poor people, for the homeless people, uh, those who are unfed. You should think of them. Don't eat for yourself. If you are stealing, you are a thief. You should be punished. That is the language of the Bhagavad, and animal world like that. We'll read them next time. We end here now. It is the verse number 13. We read 1 to 13. 7, 1, 7 dot, no, sorry, 7.14 dot 13. 7, 14, 13. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ram Krishna Panamastu. So we'll have our next class in the evening, 7:30, after evening prayer and meditation. I will read the Sheta Setara Upanishad. Thank you all.